Hi everybody, welcome back to Making It Simple. I'm Kat Mattoon, and if you were lucky enough to see the program that we did on the Easy Garden, it's a raised aluminum garden. Awesome, awesome garden. You're really going to like this one. Now I'm not going to tell you what it is right now because I want to explain something to you. Right now in this day and age, everybody is really liking to raise their own vegetables and do their own gardening because they know it's organic, they know how it was raised. Well, what if, you know, in this day we've been having a little bit of a scare about salmonella, bad eggs, in these big chicken farms and stuff. You don't know where they come from. Well, what if you could raise your own chickens, even in a small yard? Well, Easy Garden has done that for us. They have made a new aluminum chicken coop on wheels, and you roll it around your yard. The chickens do their business in the yard. They eat bugs. You feed them with the grain, and you know what eggs you're getting. So, you know, a lot of people are doing this in small yards, like I said, but, you know, can you afford to build a great big chicken coop, you know, with a run and all that? No, maybe some of us can't. This way, we can. I know, you know, you're going to see all this stuff laying out on the ground, and it's going to be very intimidating when you get it in the box. I'm telling you, there's lots of pieces, but don't let it scare you. What we're going to do is we're going to take a piece at a time, and we're going to put each component together, and before you know it, we've got a chicken coop. We're going to put chickens in it. We're going to have fresh eggs, and the kids are going to love it. You're going to love it, and it's going to be great fun. I think you're really going to enjoy this. So if you guys stick with us, stay tuned. When we come back, I'm going to start putting all the components together, and you'll see just how simple it is. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun. What we're going to do is we're going to put together our first component. You'll find the instructions, and what you're going to need is a socket wrench, a 7/16. We're going to need an adjustable wrench, and we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. So you can use a screwdriver, number 2, or you can use a drill like I'm going to use here. So now we're going to start putting this together. We're going to take the sides and put them on first. It comes with 20 nuts and lock nuts and bolts. Now you'll take this side, and what you want to do is you want to make sure that the big flange points outwards. Once you've got that, you can line up your holes, and you'll want to take the bolt, pardon me, you'll take the bolt and go from the outside in. That makes it a little neater on the outside when you get this thing all finished. Then you take your self-locking nut, put it on, and tighten it down. Okay, we've got the sides on. This is what it's going to look like. Now what we want to do is turn it over, put the sides towards you. It's going to be easier to work that way. We take the back. This is the back. You'll notice these 2 little holes. What we want to do is put that up. All right, that's going to be the top of the box. We'll put it on the back. It'll line up with the holes, and they gave you these taper screws. So, and they have the Phillips head. What we're going to use is the driver, and we're going to put this all together. It's starting to look like a feed box. What we've got to do now is take what they call the front panel. Now you take this, you're going to want to have the 2 holes. Well, I'm going to turn it around, but you're going to want these 2 holes facing you. What you do is you set this down in here, and you'll see that the little things on the side, little tabs, line up with the holes on the sides. That's what you're going to put your nut and bolt into. Now, actually, what this does is when we get this all finished and put together, it will have a hinge lid, and you'll put your feed down in here for the chickens to feed. What this does is it keeps all the feed from just rushing out. It's a little easier to turn it towards you and work that way. We've got this put together. We take the back. This is the back of the chicken coop. Make sure that this flange goes away from you. That goes towards the inside of the coop. We're going to take the box and we're going to line it up with those 4 holes. We're ready to bolt it down. Our next 2 pieces will be the lid to the feed box. You'll notice that this one is angled. You're going to want to angle it towards you. Lay that down. Then you're going to want to take this one. This is the flat piece that's going to lift up so that you can fill the feed box. The flanges will point down. Lay that down. Now you're going to take the plastic off the 2 hinges that come with it, and you're going to lay these hinges down. You're going to take the taper screws with the Phillips head that are in the little bag of screws, and you're going to screw this together. This is what the lid's going to look like. Nice hinge, very sturdy. We take the back, we set the lid on top of the box. You'll notice that it lines right up with the 2 holes that you're going to bolt it on with. And then in your little bag of goodies for this component, you're going to find a latch. That latch will screw on. It has its own little 2 screws and nuts. Once we get the lid put on and the latch put on, this piece is finished for now. We're going to set it aside. You have 1 piece left. We're going to set that aside because that's going to hook on to the back and it's going to be part of the top of the coop. So set all this aside and we'll move on to our next component.